Alright guys, welcome back. We're going to be solving another couple question, this time in 3D from Hibbeler textbook, and we need to express the moment of the couple acting on the pipe assembly in Cartesian vector form. So we have to report it as a vector, and because we're in 3D, we need ijk, and also the question is asking us what's the magnitude of the couple moment. So going over the concept of couple, basically we have two forces that are the same magnitude, 20 pounds. They are in the opposite direction. One of them is along positive z-axis, the other one along negative. So they're in the opposite direction and they are non-collinear. There's a distance between these two, so they're going to make a couple in this direction. So because we need to figure out the Cartesian vector form for each of these two, basically we can see that the forces are along z-axis, so each of them are going to make the moment about x-axis and y-axis. So what we can do, we can start with the x. Basically the 20 pounds that is applying at point B is going to make a counterclockwise. If we look at the x-axis from this direction, we're going to see a counterclockwise moment of 20 pounds times this distance 3. So if we want to show the moment about x, or sum of all moments about x-axis, we have first of all a counterclockwise moment, so 20 times the distance is 3, which is 60, and also we have the moment of this force, which is going to be clockwise about x-axis. The force is negative. The sign will be negative because it's clockwise from the point of view, again, this little guy here. So negative 20, and the distance is 3 plus 1.5 plus 1, so basically 5.5. And here if we just factor the 20 pounds here, we're going to get 3 negative 5.5 or negative 2.5, so the x will be negative 50 and the force will be pound-foot. So if we want to just report our moment of this couple, the x component would be negative 50, and this is going to be our y. So that's for the moment about x-axis. Let's just go for the y, and we're going to have the same story. We have a little guy looking at the y-axis from here, and we're going to do the same thing. So let's start with the 20 pounds at point B. If we look at it, the moment about y-axis is going to be in this direction. From the point of that guy right here is going to be counterclockwise, so we're looking for sum of all moment about y-axis, so 20 this time. The distance would be 1 foot, so 1 foot, and it's positive again. And the other one, if we look at it, is also counterclockwise, so we have another 20 pounds, but the distance now is 20, so this is going to be 60 pound-foot. And if we want to find the sum of all moments about point Z, because they are both parallel to Z, they're not going to make any moment, so the sum of moments about Z is going to be 0, and we can show here the 60 pounds, which is the moment about y-axis, and this is going to be the first part of the question where we needed to find the moment about the moment in vector. And the second part, we are asked to find the magnitude, which is basically the square root of 50 squared plus 60 squared. And let's see what we get for this. Square root of 50 squared plus 60 squared. And yeah, that's going to be 78.1 pound-foot for the magnitude, or the second part of the question. There is another way to find the magnitude of the moment. So if you remember in the 2D question, let's say we have these two forces, positive, and the distance is d. The couple of these two was simply f times d. We can use the same logic in here too, but what we need to figure out is basically this distance, which is the d that we are looking for, and we just have to make that right triangle here where this side is 2.5 and the other side is where this side is 2 plus 1, so this side is 3 feet and the other side is 1.5 plus 1, or 2.5. So the magnitude would be simply f times d. F is 20, d is the hypotenuse of that triangle, so just do a Pythagorean theorem. So 3 squared plus 2.5 squared. That's the answer. We're just going to multiply this by 20. So that was 3.91, and that's going to give us 78.1. pound-foot, same as what we found in the previous method. So that's also applicable in 3D questions too. Hope everything was clear. Let me know if you guys have any questions. You guys take care. I'll see you in the next video. Have a good one.